Okay, I was setting up to use my computer and have my car running, and I was going to get stuff out of my trunk, and then I realized I was stepping on the anthole, and I completely stripped, as you can see. One shoe was completely covered, the other one was halfway covered, so I kind of have two different shoes on. This is the shoe I still have to go ask for it back. But I can no longer put these on because it's covered in ants. Was worse. This shoe I might be able to put back on, but I gotta make sure ain't no ants on it. I'm probably gonna pour some oil in that ant hole, but yeah, it's still ants and stuff crawling around inside of it. That shoe's done for. All right, I have a slight update. I didn't really feel like cutting all them weeds that was over there, so I kind of went to the area where I want to make my house at, and I started digging out a trench to kind of mark the area where the house is going to be. So this basically is the front part of the studio, and I'll probably put up a image of the house design, but this is the front of the house, and it's going to have windows right here, a window right here, and the window right here, and it is the front half. I'm also going to have, so this is the left side of the house right here, and I have to go back that way, and then the front of the house, so the house goes out like that and then goes around and comes back. So where this trench is, it has to go all the way to about right here. Because this is the end of the garage right here. Then it has to go back this way. But I think it's at an angle, so it would go kind of that way. But I'm gonna have to clear out the trees. It's gonna be a lot of work. But I also like the angle that I put it at. So somebody's in the studio, and they basically have, so looking out this window, you basically have a view of this mountain, and with these trees gone, you will have a view of the mountain over there. The back bedrooms have a view of these mountains right there and that big hill, and basically the city. And now that I think about it, I kind of did that nicely because I get the view of the city, or the town, because it's not really a city. And I can kind of watch what's going on at night and hear if somebody's coming down this main road, and see if somebody's coming down the main road, depending on how many trees is in the way. And then the front gets a view of this, so when I have guests and stuff in the studio, they can record while looking at the mountains. and then the sun sets this way. So the back room and the front gets light. The living room, I kind of have it to where it gets light, but the light will be coming if the sun is that way moving, which this is east and this is west. So the kitchen and living room and dining room and all that's not going to get that much sun. Mainly the studio and the back bedrooms, which kind of will help keep light bills down, because that's the main places I'm gonna be, and the main place Marshawn's gonna be. Only people that will be in the living room is when we watching TV, etc., or if family comes over. So it'll cut light costs down, in my opinion, because the main 2 rooms is going to be used, well, main 3 rooms is going to be used as getting light. The rest will have regular lights. And then from about maybe here to here will be the entrance of the house. And then the rest of this over here is probably about 20 feet will be the garage. And I will have to clear this out and all of that to where I can get my car right here. And then now that I'm thinking of how big this house is going to be, I would have to clear this and that tree and clear out a path this way to get a car around the back. When I come back, to make it easier to like know where I'm digging, I'm gonna get markers, kind of like them green holes that I got everywhere, and kind of plant them in the ground at each corner of the house, so that way I can kind of visualize where I'm going instead of doing it blindly, which is why I only got this part done. And from there to there is 22 feet. From here to that corner is 10 feet. From that corner to that corner is 10 feet. And from there to there is like 7 feet and some odd number. My foundation is going to be deeper than this. I'm just kind of getting a marker. So when I'm ready to do the foundation, I would have to dig it deeper and a little bit wider. And then probably this is where the footer is going to be. I'll have one right here, one at that corner, one at that corner, and then one at that corner, one at the corner down there. And then I'll probably also put foundation going down the center of the house, because the garage ain't going to be that big. So that's what's kind of making it go all the way out there. So this should be enough room for the back of the house. So as I said in the last video, I made a trench towards the front of my house so I can visualize what I need to do. Next time I'll probably work on the back or the sides going towards the back, because the garage is not that long. It's probably like 20 by 20. So I'm gonna go 20 feet back, and then I'm gonna go 20 feet this way, and then go back some more to trench out what's supposed to be Marshawn's room. But right now I just got the front, and it's pretty long. I'm gonna make a video on it now. I put my shovel is the end of the garage, and all the way down is the length of the house, and then has that front section right there where the front of the studio is going to be, where the windows are. I could make it a balcony. I probably won't do that. I probably just make it an actual room and everything the same level. So that's how long it is. And I'm gonna come this way. So obviously I'm gonna have to cut this bush down because that's like random as hell. And then it ends up all the way over there. I'm gonna take the tape measure and measure 20 feet from where the shovel is. Where is it? Right there. And I'm gonna come like right in here and kind of, I'm not gonna go back any further today, but I'm gonna kind of shovel a little bit out, kind of how I did it right there. I'm gonna show you when I turn the clip around, but I'm gonna kind of shovel a little bit back so that way I can know exactly where the garage is going to be when I'm actually starting. So kind of like a layout of each section of the house, even if it's not. So the garage is going to be part of the foundation too. It's going to be basically all the way around the garage, so that the garage is kind of separate from the house, but not too separate. And I'm about to do that now. Did what I said and marked the garage. So right here until down there is all the entrance to the garage. From here to there is all the entrance to the house, and from here to there is all the studio. So if you're walking inside my 3D model, basically this will be the hallway to the studio, and you would turn here, and somewhere right in here will be the door to the studio. You would turn back, there goes the trench, so this is the outside, and it's somewhere in between here and where I'm standing is the entrance to the door. And then this area will be the living room. But I'm gonna take a picture and kind of show it even better than what I can do right now. good to have a path to walk on to where I can just walk back without having to worry about I gotta walk through all this bullshit or all this bullshit. And this shit get really high. It's like some of it damn near up to my chest sometimes, depending on where I'm walking. The sun is setting, and I don't have to worry about, oh shit, damn, I gotta make it back to the front of my property before it get dark, because I can't see shit. And I got glasses for a reason. When it get dark, it's over. I can't see. So I can just walk and talk without having to worry about, oh shit, I'm gonna trip over this or trip over that. I can just focus on walking. I still gotta get this little bitty area that's coming up, but it's not as bad as it was. I ain't gotta like sit there like, oh, I gotta walk through all this bullshit. This is like a little short section. And then I don't know how long this clip is gonna be, but I'm gonna put the timer of how long it takes for me to walk from where I just came from to the front. I started the video, but I don't know if I started walking once I started, and I was partially already on the way here. It don't take me that long, but with all the bushes and stuff, it would take me way longer. Well, not all the bushes, all the grass, it would have took me way longer to get from the back to the front, because you got to worry about which way are you going. Sometimes I end up in the middle of my property and I'm trying to walk straight, which this is kind of the middle, because you can see my neighbors kind of like right in here. At least I think that's it. Oh well. But I kind of stopped. Boom, duck off right here. The one part that I'm kind of mad that I did do is I made it like a circle. I can walk this way, or I can walk this way, which this way is a better option because it's wider. I still need to get all of this. I might do it before the sun goes all the way down. I still need to get all of that, and then all of this around this tree stump. And then while I'm doing it, I could get right here. And then bam, I made it to the front, as you can see by the property marker. So the goals for the rest of the day is just finish whatever I want to finish before it gets dark. Then ask my neighbor if his dog got my shoe, because I need that for work. So I start my second job this week, and I am broke, so I don't know how I'm gonna do all of that, but we'll see. On the front of my car, but I have no bumper. I got tired of it and I took it off, so therefore no bumper. And then there goes my shoe that the dog didn't steal, and I still gotta drag this big ass branch. But the sunset is nice, as you can see, and I still gotta get this tree. I got a lot to do, and I want it done now, but I can wait. And then off in the distance, you see the property marker tied to the pole. Haha. So now I know exactly where to go.